Yeah. Hi. My book is World War Z by Max Brooks. It's about an oral history of the zombie war. The genre of this book is fictional oral history. It's, instead of an advancing plot, as in you go from a sequence of events, it more takes the personal accounts of a select few and tells of their stories of what they did during the entire zombie war. Chapter 1 is Warnings. Wait it out, computer. This is called The First Outbreak. It took place in Greater Chongqing, the United Federation of Qinhuang Jinshu's interview. Kind of tongue twister. The actual city it took the first outbreak took in is New Zhejiang. That the doctor arrives to check out what has been going on, because there's been sightings and news of people getting very ill. The villagers say that the first person to have this sickness is cursed. He was searching for family heirlooms in a sunken city. The doctor references him as patient 0, and as he's trying to take a blood sample, the boy breaks free by snapping his arm off and from the shackles he's on, and quickly they take him down and get him out of there. The next chapter is Blame. It is pretty much telling why is this happening, why were we informed of this. This interview took place in Langley, Virginia. It is USA Bob Archer's interview. Bob Archer is also a CIA agent. Bob Archer says that most people think that the CIA is able to do anything, and they want this fear because without it, criminals would be able to think they could do anything. CIA had suspicions of China's health and safety suites, and they were able to break through China's lies and saw that there were mass executions, curfews, and a bunch of other things that had to do with their people. The CIA was used as a scapegoat as to the USA's intervention, and the only reason that people would quit CIA, they did not want to be a part of called a political witch hunt. As in, CIA agents were tracked down and just not necessarily killed, but ridiculed. Now, the Great Panic. This is my favorite chapter because it shows the terror of what the zombie war. This interview took place in Alang, India. It's A.J. Shaw's interview. Now, he says that Alang did not build ships; it destroyed them necessarily. It did not create the ships. It necessarily just destroyed them. AJ witnessed the ship Delma leaving its port with its chains still fastened. The chains did not snap, but it tore the ship in two as thousands were poured into the ocean. AJ said that it was a low tide, just deep enough for a man to drown, but shallow enough for a standing ghoul to reach up for prey. As in, people could still drown in the water, they could still sink to the bottom, but the zombies were still able to stand up and kill them. This is called the Battle of Yonkers. It takes place in New York. This interview took place, however, in Denver, Colorado, USA. Todd Wayne was interviewed. Now, Todd ridicules the military's stupidity, as in they put them down on the ground in front of sandbags. It's pretty much saying they thought the zombies couldn't climb over a 3-foot wall. He said, why not just put them on top of the buildings up here, or maybe put them somewhere where they could not be attacked. He said that the defense was broken because the government did not think of to give them enough supplies to put them in full body suits that they could barely move in, barely breathe in, barely be able to shoot, and it did not protect them at all. They ran out of ammunition very quickly and were easily overrun. He said that weak-minded soldiers were the first ones to notify him of the line being broken, as in they swore, freaked out, they could not control his mouth. And we'll see my thoughts. It's awesome. It's not. I love that it has no advancing plot. It has nothing to really keep you on the book. But it's just you want to keep reading it. Max Brooks, this author really has not made very many books, but he's taken from another World War II book, I'm not too sure, and made it into this. It's amazing. No plot advancement, no character development, but it still is able to keep you reading. Max Brooks, takes war profiteering by certain doctors were able to create a cure for the zombie infection, but really all it is was it was for rabies. It was not that, but they lied to the people to profit. It also takes in the Rhetoric Plan, which was a plan to pretty much create a safe zone inside of a natural barrier so that people could live in there safely. And then another plan was to take civilians, put them outside of that safe zone so they could be distracted, so the army forces could eradicate all zombie life. And it seemed very controversial in the book because it was seen as inhumane because they pretty much sacrificed people to save other people. And the last part I really loved his style was the canine unit. He shows the personal relationship between a dog and a man. The canine units were used as a team. One man, one dog. They would search for survivors, any leftover zombies, and try to kill them or rescue. And I'd recommend this book. It's a great book, and although the author hasn't made any other books except for a survival guide for zombies, I'd still read it.
Survival guide.